Look around you. Your phone, your internet, even your music. They all have a secret parent. That parent is a place most people have never heard of. Its name? Bell Labs.
It started with a simple telephone problem. One company just wanted clearer calls. But it ended up creating the building blocks of radios, computers, and satellites.
This is the untold story of the most important lab you've never heard of.
In 1925, a company called AT&T needed better research, so they built Bell Labs. Phone lines were noisy, unreliable, and expensive to fix. Something had to change. The goal was simple: make phone calls clearer over longer distances for less money.
But Bell Labs quickly became something much bigger than just a phone company's workshop. They started hiring the smartest scientists and engineers they could find and gave them room to think. Unlike most companies, Bell Labs let its researchers explore ideas with no immediate use. Scientists could spend years on a single question just to understand it fully. There were no strict deadlines, just curiosity, time, and trust. That freedom felt risky, but it turned out to be the secret ingredient. Because when brilliant people are given time to explore, incredible things happen. In the 1940s, a small team started working on a strange, tiny problem. At the time, electronics relied on big, fragile, power-hungry vacuum tubes. 3 scientists, Bardeen, Bratton, and Shockley, believed there was a better way. They spent long nights testing tiny pieces of a material called germanium. Then, in December 1947, something incredible happened. A signal, amplified, with almost nothing. They had just invented the transistor, the tiny switch that would change the world forever. For this, the 3 scientists later won the Nobel Prize in physics. The transistor replaced bulky tubes in radios, then computers, then almost everything electronic. It is quite literally the tiny heartbeat inside every modern device. The phone in your hand today runs on billions of transistors, all descendants of that first one. But Bell Labs wasn't just about hardware. One man changed how we think about information itself. His name was Claude Shannon, and in 1948, he asked a strange question. What if all information, words, sounds, images, could be reduced to just 2 symbols? 0 and 1. Shannon called this basic unit a bit. His paper explained how any message could be sent, measured, and even protected from errors. It was one of the most important papers of the 20th century, the birth of the digital age. Every text, every photo, every video call exists because of Shannon's idea of the bit.
Bell Labs wasn't finished. In 1958, they helped pioneer the laser. In 1962, they helped build Telstar, the first satellite to relay TV signals across the ocean. For the first time, people on different continents could watch the same broadcast live. Later, Bell Labs engineers even invented the sensor that led to modern digital cameras. That little chip is called the CCD, and it's inside nearly every phone camera today. Lasers, satellites, digital images, all born from the same curious lab.
By the 1970s, Bell Labs engineers faced a new headache: clunky, incompatible computer systems. So 2 researchers, Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie, decided to build their own operating system. They called it Unix. And to build it faster, Ritchie created a new programming language, C. Unix and C became the foundation for Linux, Mac OS, and countless systems we still use today. Bell Labs researchers even helped shape the early ideas behind computer networking. Piece by piece, they were quietly building the technical skeleton of our connected world.
But by the 1980s, something was changing, and not for the better. In 1984, the U.S. government broke up AT&T into smaller companies. Bell Labs lost its steady funding. Budgets shrank. Long-term research became harder to justify. Over the years, many of its brightest minds left for universities and new tech companies. But even as Bell Labs faded, its inventions kept growing, branching into everything we use today. Every smartphone, every Wi-Fi signal, every satellite call still carries its fingerprint.
Bell Labs teaches us something simple but powerful. Give curious minds time, and they change the world. Researchers there won 9 Nobel Prizes, not by chasing profit, but by chasing understanding. In an age obsessed with quick results, Bell Labs proved that patience creates the biggest breakthroughs. Great ideas, like great trees, need time and space to grow before they bear fruit. So next time you pick up your phone, remember, you're holding a piece of Bell Labs' untold story.